Yes, we are back. Back to bring you the vibes, intellectual conversations, dope narrations, dissections, and analysis on the Illustrate show streaming live on television, Teatime. Good morning, Nigeria. My name is Mololua, and as you know, I never do this alone. With me are two, well, 1.5 wonderful people. 1.5 wonderful people.
Who is the half?
Let's start with the one.
Oh my God.
Good morning, Lydia. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. And Abdusalam?
Don't talk to me, man.
I even called you by name. Okay, is it because I listen?
From a whole 10 to 0.5, you owe me.
Okay, is it because Big Daddy Mike?
Yes.
Iron Man?
Yes.
Okay.
Call all the appellations.
That's what you know. Big Daddy Mike, Iron Man, Abdusalam, how are you?
I am fine. Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear that.
The fact that your cup is full by that for me, but you know what.
I'm glad to hear.
Moving on.
And of course, you know we can't do this without you. So please do call in on 0909 8408 408 to share your opinions on the trending discussions we're about to have. So as we always do this in tribute to you, we always say, let us now have the trending videos to get our blood pumping and our hearts racing.
Let go.
Hey, what's wrong with you? Look at the time. What's the time now? What is the time now? And where are you coming from? So immediately I left home. You just go out, roaming about the whole city of Canada. And not only that, look at the time you are coming back. And when I asked, I learned that you left home by 4 p.m. And 4 p.m. till now, look at the time. You're just coming in late in the night. What exactly is wrong with you? What type of life have you chosen to be living? Kneel down there. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí ò yé mi o. N tó ń ṣe agbárí ẹ̀, n tó ń bá agbárí rẹ̀ rù kò yé mi rárá. What exactly is happening to you? Why will you just go out and will not come home? The school assignments are there. You don't do. Mi ò mọ̀ nǹkan tó mú kiri ìgboro. Tó kàn kiri bí ìgbóná. Just moving around, spreading yourself out like contagious disease in the streets. What exactly is wrong with you? What type of life are you choosing for yourself? Orí kiri bí ejò tán bẹ́ lórí. Ẹgbẹ́ ayé wò lélẹ̀ ìtorí Ọlọ́run. What do you want me to do as a father again? What's wrong with you? Ṣé irú ìgbé ayé náà rọrùn báyìí ló fẹ́ máa gbé? You want to be living this type of life? You are not serious. And by the time I start with you, I've not started. By the time I start with you, if you do not correct yourself early enough now, in fact, gbado, agbowo àgbàdo lọ́wọ́ èmi àti ẹ. I don't know whether you understand that. Gbado, á ṣe kíni? Agbowo àgbàdo lọ́wọ́ èmi pẹ̀lú ẹ. Tí má bá ẹ tí ẹsẹ̀ kan bọ́ ṣòkòtò kan náà pọ̀.
Bro. That was too much. What exactly? Killed you kind of. What time was it?
Man, I don't know. You guys are acting like we all sitting on the table. All of us sitting on this table do not have African parents and cannot exactly relate to.
We do not have African parents.
You are saying what is what? You are literally saying what is it?
No, but this is.
This was not they kneel down, kneel down there.
Okay, I'm not saying this. But if your dad actually tells you to kneel down and close your eyes, or kneel down and raise up your hand and close your eyes or something, just would you not? I mean, you'd question it, but would you not?
Yes, no.
Would you not?
But like,
remove all your maturity, remove all your old. Would you not?
I'm not. Once I'm old.
It's a yes or no question.
Would I? I don't actually know if I would though.
Okay.
Why would he ask me to kneel down in the first place?
Out of the blue, would you?
Out of the blue, he said kneel down and raise up your hands.
Okay, let's put this into context. Maybe you did something that you yourself know that this thing is gonna piss my parents, it's gonna make my parents angry, it's gonna put them on the spot, make them angry and all that. And they ask you to kneel down as a form of punishment. Would you or would you not?
I actually don't know. I'm so sorry. I don't know if I think I would have to laugh first.
President,
I think I'd have to
among them nations.
No, because I'd be like, what? I would be like, you're joking, right?
Okay, no problem.
Like, that's funny.
I have no problems because I Google know that if my old man, happens to tune in and start watching me right now, he would probably not have, like, I'd relate and he'd probably laugh and like, yes, me and my son can relate.
Because you're a son.
Me.
But father are more
I got home late one time, granted, and the time I got home late was around 1 a.m. And I got home and I saw my mom waiting at the dining table, exactly just looking. And when I got in, I prostrated and I was like, "Good evening." I was like, she was like, "No, good morning."
Exactly.
She was like, "No, good morning." I was like, "Okay, good morning." She was not like, "Hey." Before she started hers, my mom is basically more of the, "Why do you want to kill me? She'll fake me, all this kind of." And I'm like, "I'm sorry," and I just turned back and I saw my guy I saw him lounging on the chair, and I was just like, so you're back. I was like, God, today's the day. And I was like, well, I didn't kill my own father. You will not kill me. Look at exactly the same way the man was talking. Look at the time. Look, carry your phone now. Look at it now. And I'm like, 1 a.m. Said, yeah, so you can see. You know what you are doing. No problem. Although I wasn't told to kneel down, and my dad understands that. Okay, you are a grown boy now. That kind of punishment can apply to you.
Can you not see the man that you told to kneel down?
And that's the point.
The grown man.
And maybe he has I don't know how to explain.
He was going around like a contagious
disease.
Like,
but I think it's something that we should be able to relate to.
My lord.
African parents do not like their children coming back home late at all.
No,
they don't. They have this belief that any child who's outside past anything like 6 o'clock, you're a bad child. But I do believe that there are some instances where you would be required to be out late. You can't avoid. It's not like you want to be, but you can't avoid it. But then you still come back and you miss the same treatment. Why are you home late? Look at the time. You could not put rocket on the bus and fly. It's relatable. Sorry to the guy. I'm not sorry.
I'm so sorry for you. Like,
I'm sorry for him. He used it to do content, and I'm sorry for him. Himself is laughing. So what are you telling me?
Please, let's take our next trending video.
Everybody on your knees! On your knees! Knees!
Knees.
Hey! I said you should go on your knees!
But I've just said knees.
And you could have just kneeled down.
Not down. No.
Everybody on your knees! On your knees! Knees!
Hey!
I said you should go on your knees!
But I've just said knees.
And you could have just kneeled down.
Not down. No.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
No, this is me to the T. Like, kneels?
The funny thing is the Nigerians.
Like,
Very common.
I don't know why. Where did it come from? Like,
Just the same way they call stood.
no, but I want to know, like, there must be something.
It's not the
Kneel,
something
kneel.
if Nigerians
What is it
just
about
see something and they're like,
kneel?
you know what, I don't like it and I want to call it this way.
Kneels. I'm genuinely trying to figure out what it could be.
Kneels.
The origin of kneels.
Someone just
Because if a random person, like a non-Nigerian heard it, they would be
Go on your knee.
so confused
Bro, I mean
as to what you're actually trying to say.
My knee.
Kneels.
But then gun to your head and the robber says news. You say news too now. Why are you correcting
says
Why are you
news?
correcting the thief? Why are you correcting the
Oh.
robber? Nah, no, I'm asking you now.
I don't know what knows.
Oh,
No,
Least
kneels.
you can do is speak proper
In my-
English if you're gonna take all my stuff.
Abi.
so you should speak proper English, then take your
Hey,
stuff.
go for me
Oh wow, you girls are amazing.
That kneels is
Wow.
But for real though,
On my
I beg,
nails?
Which one is news?
Sorry.
You are
The more I say the word, the
thinking
funnier
of-
it sounds.
You're literally thinking of correcting someone
There's some
who's
people like that too.
Yeah, I
They
know.
like they don't care the situation,
Uh-huh.
the person. They will correct
well,
you.
this was content, sha. I mean, if it was you,
My
like, you
nails.
could only correct Baba God for. I mean,
Go on your nails.
whoa.
Go on your nails, guys. Anyway,
God.
let's have our next trending video.
Put who?
And I'm surprised though. Wow. This is a real
Big up.
luxury
Exactly,
living.
it's giving affordable luxury,
Bro,
guys. Affordable
this is
luxury.
giving
If that guy
romanticize
was
your
to
life.
alight from that bus, he should be very careful of who is watching him and make sure that he just goes to his next destination codedly. Because trust me, boys will come for you if they know that you were
Rich enough.
to buy an entire seat. I mean, I calculated it with someone. I did the math, and I was like, okay,
Because how many
he's
seats?
doing,
Like
it, he's doing it
7.
for content. Maybe, possibly, he's not. I mean, and the boss. When I watched the video before, and I had seen it somewhere else before, I could literally hear the driver calling first stack, which means he's around that first stack area. So maybe he was going from a place nearby to first stack, which could have cost around 200, maximum 300 naira. And the back is about 4 spaces. 5, the conductor is a greedy person who just wants to cram one
No,
person there.
fuck yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that bus small? That was one of the small buses.
That's 4. That's not small boss. That's down 4.
Was it down
Look at it now. That's 4. 4. Look
Okay,
at 4
okay,
already.
okay.
See, firstly the first row. 1,
That's
2,
like
3.
if it's
It's
3
fine.
now.
it should be
No,
about
it's 3.
1, 2.
The row in front has an extra seat
Oh,
that they pull
the
out.
next
So
one.
that back one is 4. So 200 times 4, that's 800. It's 300 times 4, that's 1,200. So you can literally just spare 1,200 for the leg room. I mean, I get you. You were saying something earlier about the whole, it's valid because those buses, the way they cram people in, and you sometimes, maybe if I get to sit down with a group of people who are slender and slim, and I'm like, okay, fine, everybody can share. But then you are 1, 2, and then one woman who, sorry to say, just comes and boom, the whole bus goes down and you're all squished together. And sometimes I carry important stuff as well. I carry my laptop, I carry my phones. I once took my phone will be bent somehow, and I'm like, everything is just squished together. You're compacting me and my bones. Why? So that guy, while it is funny and while I do consider the guy, that guy is a
so
case,
silly.
but
Don't mind him.
it's something I could do. In fact, that has given me inspiration to do it. It's just the places. I mean, that first area might seem quite chill. The places I take buses to are kind of I want to take bus to Alagbado and I'm buying an entire bag space. There will be problems. There will be problems.
Oh my gosh.
There will be problems.
Yes, actually, because I mean, if you're going to do an Uber now, it costs an arm and a leg.
Yes,
you know.
no.
So, you don't go in your bus, have your
buy one seat,
leg,
buy one row.
have your.
No, I don't think luxury is part of the experience. I think if you're getting on a bus, like part of the experience is the being cramped. Like
Really?
it comes with the territory. Do you get like luxury, and it
You
doesn't.
know why she's talking like this?
Doesn't.
Why she's talking like this is because when she, I mean, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you are not really that accustomed to entering public buses maybe until recently. Am I correct? That's why you are still gingered.
I'm not gingered. There's nothing gingered about it, but
public
you
transport
can't.
for as long as you know want to experience the.
What's luxurious? Even if I pay for the whole thing,
affordable
I'm just like,
luxury.
Look
this
at
is
the guy
good.
there. He should
Affordable
have extra
luxury
leg. We could stretch the same way you have the license and the liberty to stretch in an Uber because you paid for it. He paid for a whole row of seats and he could stretch as well. Nothing. And when his bus stop comes, Baba will drop and go. Although everybody, single person in that bus
Anyway,
will
I
probably
like
be
it,
cursing
sha.
him out. They will. Trust me. Yes, because Nigerians can be very, very antsy when they see someone wanting to just willingly be.
I'm saying I'm surprised that somebody else didn't come and say no. I want to sit here.
Maybe he
I'm
was
surprised.
lucky enough to not have encountered that kind of
Because
person. Yes, they will come.
Yes, they'll be like, I said that, like,
How will you just come and say you want
Exactly.
to take so the rest of us that are here should just be standing and then
Exactly.
I have nowhere to go. I will sit
Exactly.
here. I'm paying for one.
Exactly.
I'm automatically qualified to start.
Exactly.
But literally, I want to pay for an entire. This thing happened while I was going home one time. I got to one of the bus stops. I could not see any tricycles, no keke, only bikes, and I'm like, okay, fine. I have to get on the bike, no problem. Okay, let me take the bike. How much is the bike called? 800 naira. But there were people before we were pricing the bike and they were haggling and they were like, we can't take it on. I mean, I went and I'm like, okay, take me home. He's late already. Next night, and I waited to spoil this country with this. I'm like, why are you
because
so
you're
angry?
accepted.
Because I want to go home. I mean, I don't understand. Yo.
Oh boy. Anyway, I love it. Romanticize your life. Wherever it is you're in life, whatever point, romanticize your life and make it luxurious in the way you can. Cool. So let's get right into our trending stories. P-square palaver is really the fitting term for this next couple of stories because Nigerian music star Okoye has publicly addressed a long-standing rift with his twin brother Paul Okoye. In an emotional open letter shared on social media, Peter accused Paul of consistently undermining his contributions to the former music duo P-Square. Peter expressed disappointment over Paul's repeated claims of being the primary songwriter for the group, insisting that both brothers were equally involved in the creative process. He further criticized Paul for disrespecting his family and career, alleging that their older brother, Jude Okoye, had played a role in their strained relationship. The open letter was really something. I was like, I even thought it was a prank at first, until I saw it was from his official page. I was like, wow, was he hacked?
Because saga has blown.
No.
I mean, the responses and the back and forth between both the twins, it has been long overdue, kind of, because there has been some sort of bottle tension between the two. We do know that even prior to the split and after the split, like the both of them were harboring some emotions towards each other that might have been quite, negative, which eventually did lead to the split. But now we're having a full-blown, reply of I'm taking you to the EFCC. No, I mean I'm not taking.
That
you to
one
the
is
EFCC.
even next story.
I mean, I'm
Yes.
saying, yeah, and I mean I'm seeing a lot of things that I really don't think should happen between siblings. But I mean, sibling rivalry is a thing, but people like this.
To this level.
Yeah, it's quite.
And at this kind of age as well, if I might say so, I just feel like
one just
two
got
grown
married
men.
recently. I mean, he's like 40-ish, and what's happening here?
Two grown men
Yeah, you guys
with families, children, wives, ex-wives.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Like, whenever there's business, if there isn't already some sort of even sometimes with an established relationship, like an established positive relationship between siblings, it's bound to have issues, so I feel like even they were, I don't know what their relationship was like before, but it's like, okay, before the splits they were having issues. Everything here, it's not like, oh, maybe it's anything personal, like, or maybe one tried to take another person's wife or something. It's relating to the career, I think I saw that he was talking about the songwriting and how, I don't know which one, but one was saying, trying to take all the credit for the songwriting while they were writing the songs together. So I don't know, man.
It's quite exhausting to think about, and especially when you do think about the fact that they have Jude Okoye, who's the eldest among all of them, the elder brother, and also was their manager at this point. I mean, he's the one who's supposed to be like, you know what? Apart from the fact that I'm managing you guys, career based, I'm also family,
your elder brother.
I'm your elder brother. So you know what? Just pull together. But apparently, from all indications, it's like he's just
with
from side to side and playing devil's advocate and just inciting. Toss me here and there, and allowing everybody to just be very anti and antagonistic towards each other. It's very, I think it's something that me personally, coming from a background where I and my siblings are very close, it's something I do not like to see, especially at this scale where it blows out into the public, and we see the media coming into it, us coming into it. I mean, it's our job, we have no choice, we'll talk about it. But it is quite sad to see, especially since P Square coming from the golden age of Nigerian music. They were one of the first to do it. They were one of the first to do it. If you're talking about a duo, they were one of the first to do it. And it was not even something that we would talk about locally. Internationally, they were recognized as well. Yeah, the songs were far and wide, and everybody in the entire country was dancing to their songs. And then it was sad when we heard that they were going to split. But people thought, it was inevitable. They were growing older. They had to grow apart at some point. But then seeing this whole thing about one taking them to one trying to pin the whole fraud, that's the next thing we're going to take. But it's something, honestly. Yeah.
Because even with the EFCC thing, they were saying how, Peter was saying that no, he didn't call EFCC on his brother. Yeah. It was a separate company, Northside Music, that he wanted investigated, and that was owned by Jude. Yeah. Although I think Jude and Paul seem to currently be aligned together at the moment. And so maybe that's why Paul was saying, you call the FCC on me. I don't know. But with the Northside Music investigation, like I say, that was owned by, or is owned by, Jude and his wife. Yeah. And then Peter claimed that millions of naira belonging to the joint management company Northside Entertainment was missing or something like that, and so, he claimed to have discovered rather that millions of naira belonging to the joint management company at Northside Entertainment had been diverted to Northside Music. So not missing, it's been diverted. So he seems to know where it came from and where it went, and that was why EFCC were called to investigate, apparently. Now Jude apparently mentioned Paul's name during the course of the investigation, which then led to Paul's involvement in the case. And Peter was like, that's what happened. It wasn't that I called EFCC on you. So it's very messy. I feel like diversion of funds from
one group to another,
it's very messy.
When I did, because at some point this conversation came up within with
another
I and some other people who also are invested in music, someone just brought up the whole, what do you think about this whole P Square thing? I mean, at first I came from the aspect, like I am coming from now, I came from the aspect of sibling rivalry not being a thing I'm really a fan of, and especially the fact that it has blown to this level as well. But also coming from the point of, I'm really pinpointing Jude. Why is he just stringing along and why is one brother coming and being like, okay, I don't like what you're doing with the whole diversion of funds. I know you own the stuff, I know you own the groups, but why are you taking something from one place to another? And especially the fact that we were all together in this before, even prior to the split, then why are you taking this further? I think the other brother is not like, he doesn't see a problem in it, and Jude is not going, like Mo said, Jude is not going to be like, says, you don't see a problem with it, let's go against this guy together. And that's what's causing the whole mess that everybody is in, to the point where even one of the brothers is being accused of fraud, and the other was like, no, this is not what happened, it's not you. And then Jude is just probably just there looking at it like, everybody is scattered and I like it. But meanwhile, they're not supposed to be,
I don't know about that.
They're supposed to be the person they're supposed to be the glue. They're supposed to be the person holding all of them together. So I think this is just what's deployed. I think, and while all the facts are not presented on the table properly yet, because this is still what we have to present right now, facts based. But if you're looking at it from a feeling point of view, because we cannot rule that out yet. If you're looking at it from that point, I feel that at least at this point, Jude is just happy that everything is in disarray between the twins, and he's just there on the sidelines and he's like, I'm out of it. My name might come up as per I'm the other brother, and at one point I managed, but I'm out of it. Meanwhile, I mean, you're supposed to be in there and you're supposed to be doing your possible best to, and the reason why I'm bringing him more prominently into this is simply because of the fact that I have a problem with him being out of it when he's supposed to be the person trying to manage and be like, everybody stop fighting. You understand that kind of thing?
Yeah.
So it's a very very touchy topic for me. I don't like seeing it. I mean, even for friends fighting, I consider it a problem. Not to talk of people that came out of the
siblings, twins.
Yeah.
It's a
And the
very,
fact that they even have to it's now like on the internet, kind of like they're
Yes,
airing their laundry.
they can avoid it though. They really can avoid
Yeah,
it. The fact
because
that they're celebrities, they're famous, so it's something that would, even if they want to keep it hidden, you cannot keep it hidden for so long. With that level of fame that you have, you are P square for the love of God. Even if you split, it's still P square. They know you guys.
But don't you feel like it would sort of have been better for it to just come out as opposed to them
Bringing it out
themselves?
The thing is, if they were the ones who brought it out themselves, fine, but there was no other way of keeping it hidden that it would still come out. So the whole point is, I would personally have preferred it for them not to have brought this out at all. I do know of we're all humans, celebrities or otherwise, everybody has their jobs to do. Being a celebrity is still a job, but when it comes to personal life, I think some celebrities do a very perfectly good job of maintaining that balance between this is my personal life. So even if they have any problems, you're not going to know about it. But I think they might have tried at some point to keep it in within the family, but it just couldn't happen. I mean, it's P Square.
Another thing is, it's the music industry.
Exactly.
It's always one thing or the other.
Someone will go and dig it out from somewhere, even if they don't want to bring it out. Someone will go and be like, hey, you have problem. Let's go and display it on the internet. And that's how it is.
That's really sad because, like we say, P Square are probably one of the biggest legends that Nigerian music can boast of.
They set up a whole trend, a whole genre of music, and their dance moves were reminiscent of Usher, for the love of God. They were probably just taking, I mean, they obviously some elements from Usher, but then these guys danced, these songs. The P Square sang songs that back then you'd go with your girlfriend, according to people from back then. I'm also from back. I jam P Square songs too. So there are songs that you literally play for your girl and she'd be like, "Oh, you love me," and then you guys are together automatically. That's it's very very heartbreaking to see all this unraveling, especially with the whole thing about the EFCC. It's kind of messy. And then if the whole thing actually does get to that level where the EFCC is involved, it could even result into a bigger mess, which we'll be here to talk to you about, obviously. But
can you imagine?
Guys, we really just hope that the Okoye brothers can come to a resolution, because ultimately there's more than business partnership to lose here. This is actual family. Yeah. So we really pray that is able to be resolved and that's able to trump everything else that has happened over the course of their careers. So on that note, let's go for a music break. They won't play P Square, don't worry. And we'll see you shortly. Welcome back from the music break. We hope you enjoyed. We are diving straight back into our stories. And guys, let me just ask first of all, did you guys do prom after secondary school? At the end of secondary school?
What is that? Yeah, I went to a Muslim private school. No prom.
They don't do prom?
No.
What?
Do
Why not?
I didn't get to go for mine, so...
Really?
We did. I mean, we just did like an end of the year thing. I mean, prom was considered to be, sorry to say, machinations of the devil.
So what did you not do instead?
Me.
Like for you guys, yes.
Hey, we just did the end of the year thing and all of us got together and we said Alhamdulillah, we have graduated. It was quite...
Alhamdulillah.
Well,
it was quite...
In contrast, some people in Benin are they're really having the time of their lives. So there was a video that went viral showcasing the grand entrance of students from University Preparatory Secondary School, UPSS, Benin City, and it's taken the internet by a storm. The clip features students arriving at their prom in an array of luxury vehicles, dressed to impress in stunning outfits. The extravagant display of wealth, because that's all this can be called, and style has sparked a flurry of reactions online, with viewers expressing both admiration and surprise at the younger students' opulent lifestyles. Because look at the cars.
One of them just pulled up in the Camaro.
Whoa.
Why am I still here? What kind of life am I living?
Money bouquet.
Money bouquet.
What is this?
How old are, wait, can I clarify? How old are you when you finish secondary school?
Oh God.
Is it not
Should
16?
be around 16.
Around
yeah.
16, 17, max 18, max.
Hey.
Probably you got held back a few classes or something, but nah.
Like,
see Prado now with complete police siren. One them boom siren.
She even came by herself, purses.
See now. Which kind of thing?
what? Like, because it's not one, it's not two. Like,
What am
Practically
I?
everyone. Practically all of them.
What am I doing my life?
He even drove himself.
Oh
at
my God.
16.
Okay.
But you know, jokes aside,
Wow.
I
This
based
is-
on my personal, I will not lie and I will not mince my words. Based on my personal ambition of hatred, that why would these children be having this kind of bar? I did my research and I was trying to find out that yes, these are just children that have money but they don't have brain. But I got proven wrong, and I saw that no, they actually have brain. Because the school too knew that this kind of thing will happen, and they put out a poster showing the jam scores of these children.
Really?
And and I was seeing the 319, 320, 3, and I just felt sad. You have money and you have brain too. But then someone also KFC, Minister of, oh my God, literally bought his dad or his mom's car and put the post the.
Wow.
But then, someone also said that the jam scores might have been fabricated because they are rich enough to actually fabricate.
Nobody cares about jam.
Nobody cares.
Please. That's not what we're here for.
We're here
Can
for
you
what?
see? Can you see what I'm seeing?
I'm taking it to the
I
idea
don't-
of academics because I don't want to focus on what I'm seeing. That's my point. You don't get it's painful now. How will a 16-year-old be pulling up with the Camaro
Hey.
and I'm entering bus?
No. So if it was your own child, you won't give your own child that kind of luxury. Is that what you're trying to say? If you could afford it.
We've debated this.
If you could afford
Me,
it.
me affording that kind of lifestyle, I will give my child the bare necessities. I will give my child everything he needs to be comfortable. My child will not lack and not want. But that kind
It's too
of,
much.
it's a tad too far for secondary school kids, in my opinion. I'm not, my child is not the kind of child that will walk into a place and they'll be like, he's lacking. No, my child will be an example of children by the grace of God that, yeah, this guy, there's a touch of wealth, of
Said a
nonsense, a nonsense amount of wealth in his body. But it will also be the kind of child that you will not know until you look. So it's not going to be like you'll be pulling up. I knew when I was allowed to drive now. I was clamoring, begging at 15, give me the steering wheel. My mom would even be nice with it and be like, you are not old enough to drive. Like that, sometimes you look at me, you will glare at me. Sometimes you even laugh. And you know that kind of laughter of, go and sit down, you this puny mortal. You think you can drive. Those kind of things. So it's basically, I'm a strong belief in, I have a strong belief rather in morals when it comes to children of that age. And I know what they're saying now, Gen Z, you're saying age
morals.
does not matter. Yeah, now when you're giving
What does morals matter? They
when
can buy you
giving
morals.
a child.
They can buy you
You are
morals.
giving a 16-year-old.
Buy you and your morals.
You are giving a 16-year-old the keys to a Camaro. Automatically, he will believe he's on top of the world. His age or height or size, he's still a kid. Mentally, he's still 16.
So I feel personally that you should how will I say it? Don't give your child, obviously don't give them give them the standard of of like your actual standard of living, that kind of thing. So obviously if you are in the middle class and if it is Toyota Corolla that can take you to school, or maybe that's the car that's a bit fine, but like some parents genuinely just go all out, like, my child is going for prom, hey, they need to go and do the corset dress, they need to go and rent the blah blah blah. I'm like, if you don't have it in your house, why are you renting it when it's not a wedding?
So
even with that one
so because of prom,
you understand? So I think there's to an extent where we actually need to start drawing the line.
Yes.
Because then they now start feeling pressured. you know, sometimes like my sister will come home and, you know, she'll start panicking about some things. I'm like, she even like it's nice to yes put in the effort, you know, create the memories, but it's like at the end of the day, if you can't, even if you can afford it, some things are not necessary. Like and I don't think you should start creating that type of fine. Or if you know when you make your money and you feel like okay, this is the lifestyle and you can maintain it, most importantly, fine, go ahead. But like some things are not necessary, and I think that sometimes people get pressured into, you know, sort of trying to subscribe to a lifestyle that they can't keep up with. So it's fine. Oh, these guys, they
exactly. It doesn't look like these guys.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're playing.
I thought you were even stringing along with me until you were like,
No. What I'm saying is, you know, they obviously, if from the look of things, they're not struggling to. For all we know, the guys that pulled up with a Camaro, that just might be the kind of cars they have at home. So it might even be like the least of the pack.
You're making me to think.
No, it's true. No, it's the truth.
It might just be
it might just be the least of the pack, you know.
But the seat of the I'll just
affordable luxury.
This I can buy a
exactly.
Yes, I get level 2 now.
Somebody that when the money leaves, he won't even know that anything happened. They'll be like, oh, they even, you know, sometimes when banks delay the alerts, and you're like, what did you put this me again? Someone might even be piled up there. We don't even know what is going on. So sorry, don't cry.
Look at all this kind of. I mean, this is exactly what girls
like the hair.
See.
I didn't even know Nigerian schools allow this kind of hair.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the school is I think it's
Benin.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, this is girls of my age group are already crushing on 16-year-olds because they are pulling up in Camaro. And me that I can ball 5, I'm here.
You say me that I can ball 5?
I'm here because I don't have money. They are not looking at me. In fact, and I told my mommy this thing. She said, "Marry will love you for." I said, "You cannot find."
Don't worry, Abdul. Don't worry. True love will find you soon.
Where?
It will find
In
you
the back of your downfall now.
No, in the back of the
Me and you will fight. Before they will separate us on.
Is that a curse?
They will separate us on this show. Me and you.
Sorry.
Don't worry, it will find you sooner than you expect.
No, but for real, I mean, even animosity and scrutiny aside, if you have the bar to give your kids that kind of life so that they don't feel left out and they also feel like they can belong.
But you know, on the other hand,
do that. Yeah, I mean,
but there's another angle. So you know, fine. I brought up the point of like keeping up with the lifestyle and everything. But you know, some people say like if you allow your kids to experience those kind of things, then they know not to like settle for less.
Period.
Those kind of things.
Well, imagine those girls. Do you think any random boy, any random riffraff can come up to them and tell them, oh, I like you. When their daddy is giving, their fathers or their parents, their families have raised the standards.
I know Abdul has something to say.
That no random rugrat will come and tell them rubbish.
Not the rugrat.
For real.
I never even use all of my power.
No, it's true. I like it actually. From that angle, I like it. The standards are being set high. So only the right person will be able to scale those.
I can't balance. All they resemble like a conductor.
Moving on to a love story. So we have a Nigerian woman that has shared a rather unusual tale of her sister's attempt to secure a salary increase for her. So, on a social media post, the woman revealed that her company's HR department contacted her initially, causing alarm, but ultimately revealing a surprising reason for the call. It turned out that her sister had contacted and been persistently emailing, in fact, the HR department, urging them to increase her salary. The unexpected and unconventional approach, to say the least, to salary negotiation has sparked amusement and disbelief on social media, because how can my sister be emailing HR?
Well,
emailing HR to say, sorry, please.
I mean, this
we need a pay rise. Let me give you the name of the employee.
While it's funny, this is exactly what I was saying about closeness between siblings. She could obviously see and identify that my sister is doing too much work and you're not paying her enough. spam email.
The other thing is, you know, it might be like, oh, I want this, I want that. Oh, I don't have the money for that right now.
Yeah,
they don't pay me enough. Oh, I'm going to message them at the office. They must pay you enough. I love it.
I mean, yes, no, I
it.
actually do like it, honestly. I mean, and funny enough, that might actually lead to an increase for her.
Do you think HR is going to take that seriously?
It depends. If your HR
But at least it will come up.
Yes, it will come up. I mean, they will mention it, and then from there, your sister has made the groundwork for you. And imagine I'm the HR now, and I'm like, okay, I'm the sister, and then HR summons me, and it's like, hey, we've been getting emails from a certain Gen Z youth that has been messaging us that we should increase your salaries, and I'm like, from who? Apparently, she appears to be your sister. I'm like, your sister. And like, yes. So, what would you have to say about that? And I'm like, hey, increase it now. Maybe she has told you. Simply, I don't want to use my mouth to come and tell you before because someone has driven. So you say if you just enter and be like, hey, please help me to increase it. I mean, I didn't want to talk before, but now that it has been brought up, I do this.
By your sister.
Increase
That
it.
doesn't have anything to do with your organization.
She has seen the work and she knows that you work with so. That is enough for me. I know my sister is working with 2 people and I know that she does so and so. Increase it. And you as well, rather, if you do know that the work you do in that company warrants an increase in salary and your sister has already laid the groundwork for you, it's only maybe you know that what I'm doing is like they should even reduce my salary. That's when you keep quiet. But if you know that what you're doing warrants an increase, then I think you should actually appreciate the groundwork the sister has done for you.
Interesting perspective.
Yeah, that's it.
It's true because a lot of people are actually working, but they're not really being paid.
Yeah.
You know,
Why can't they not go and negotiate their salary themselves? I don't understand.
Okay. She also thinks in Nigeria and like everywhere. Okay.
No, of course, generally you should, but it's also like somebody who has already, you know, started the journey for you.
Yeah, so it's actually easier. Okay, so
But
imagine
you guys,
imagine that you pick yourself
You guys
up,
actually-
you pick yourself up and you go and you're like, hey, I want to negotiate and then the HR or the person in charge is like, on what basis? Why you just bring this up now? You know the financial situation, you know the budget.
so it's now because your sister emailed that the financial situation will not change.
The thing is,
The budget now
the email-
increases
the
because
email
Gen
of
Z
the
got
si-
involved.
Listen, the
Okay.
email of the sister is a foundation. Instead of you directly going to bring it up, they will call your attention and be like, we've been getting emails from a certain person.
Do you not even think they will think you put your sister up to email them? Do you not think they'll say, what kind of rubbish is this?
I can
I
always,
think
So,
it depends
how
on
did you-
the
I can
age.
always deny and I can always apologize if things go south.
Okay.
I'm sorry about
How,
that.
they'll,
I didn't know.
you
I
don't
didn't
think
put
they'll
that
ask you,
to
how
it.
did your sister get her email address? Very specific departments in the organization.
She has
But
asked-
if she's
she
involved
has-
in,
okay, I'm asking your question. I want to hear that I can lie very well.
Can you imagine?
She has, how did your sister get access to the email? Apparently, my sister also has access to some of my gadgets because she uses it for her project she's in school. And when you know in Google or in Gmail, when you want to send the email will come up. So
You're lying so fluently.
But the thing is
so
that
fluently for me.
there are some people that actually are in that kind of situation. It might not necessarily be like some people. Maybe some houses have like a central computer,
Yes, no.
or you might just be living with your sibling. Oh, can I use your
phone,
laptop? So maybe once or twice.
So of
they-
all things on the laptop is now email that they went to go and find and
The
HR.
phone-
they
but you
went
know
to
the
go-
thing-
of all the things they could do
I
on
don't
the
know the
laptop.
age.
this is exactly, sorry Lydia, this is exactly the reason why I'm talking like this and I'm not even surprised because it's exactly something that my youngest sister can do. Aisha, I know. She can.
Children are very interesting. Although I don't know the age of the the younger sibling, but children are very interesting. You'll just be shocked at the kind of actions that they can take. So honestly, I would not even be surprised.
Yeah.
Like, big ups to you, sis.
Like for real, I love
Keep up this
you
good
so
work.
much. Continue spamming those emails. If the salary they increase, it's not even what you want. Spam more. Yes, continue.
Thank God your HR is watching. So
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
your HRA is watching. So don't start now. You already know your game plan. Aisha is going to get on it, and then when she starts seeing emails from Aisha,
my sister,
I tried for two.
I've tell her that she should not
Can you
try
see?
search for our own.
Can you imagine?
I should.
You would. Right for two, Sha. In case,
Oh
just
my
in case.
goodness.
you're
I
not
don't
having
did it
second
too.
thought.
But you sabi that thing. Go on.
Can you imagine?
No, this is definitely where we draw the cousins. There has to be. It has to be. Thank you so much for watching, as always. And you, of course, know that you can join the conversation on social media using the hashtag Teatime. You can also catch up on all our previous episodes, including this very one, on our YouTube channel at PlusTvAfrica Lifestyle. And you can watch on television, on Ben Television and DSTV channel 408 in the UK. A big thank you goes to my co-anchors. You guys are mischievous
You love us like that.
Like,
no, I'm just a very humble boy trying to make it in a very hard world. I don't know anything about it. Please,
and a big thank you as well goes to the entire production team and of course yourself. Thank you for watching. My name is still Mololua and we'll see you next time on Teatime.